And of course, coming off the heels of that cold front yesterday, we had a lot of snow up in the mountains. We're going to be talking about that for sure.
Yeah, it's been quite interesting everywhere, right? I mean, just you either get it, you don't get snow, and then if you didn't get it, you're gonna get it. I mean, is that how it's going?
Well, that's how it is going. We can officially classify this as a winter storm, where the biggest focus has been across the mountains. That's where we've seen more significant snowfall. I mentioned earlier on in the newscast, where up at Alta, they picked up 17 inches of snow so far, as it will continue to pile up. Maybe not quite as intense, but we've been really looking at lake effect snow impacting kind of a narrow neck of geography here, mainly west side of Salt Lake Valley along the west bench of the Salt Lake Valley over towards Tooele. Excuse me, let me give you a view right now from our Oquirrh Mountain camera. The snow is falling, and it's falling quite rapidly here, where we've been picking up anywhere between 6 to 7 inches over the Oquirrh Mountains. Temperatures right now, well, as we look, significantly colder than yesterday. We've got that flow out of the northwest, bringing in that cooler air. Currently, we're in the upper 30s from Ogden through Provo. We stand at 41 degrees in Salt Lake City. Watches and warnings, we have a lot to talk about. We're looking at winter weather warnings that will be in place here for today, really with a focus over the mountains. But let's talk about tonight. It's going to get chilly once again. As we saw issues through central, west central, southwestern Utah, you can see kind of the counties that we're going to be having an impact here. Really, it's from Nephi down through City over towards Richville, Delta, Milford, and then turning towards Castle Country over towards Hanksville. Overnight, we're going to be seeing temperatures below freezing, and now we're incorporating portions of the Wasatch Front under that hard freeze warning tonight through early Monday morning. So it looks like from Tremont and Brigham City over towards the Salt Lake Valley, Tooele County into Utah County. Cold temperatures tonight. Now, winter storm warnings in effect, really with the focus over the mountains, but the valleys will be under a winter weather advisory. But you can see we're really just incorporating the Salt Lake Valley over towards the Tooele Valley, and this is due to the lake effect snow that we're seeing right now. Now, snow accumulations, we will get the Cottonwood Canyons back into the mix as the flow turns a little bit more northwesterly. So we're expected to see snow accumulations there and continuing to add on the snowpack that we've already received. You can see that really peak over towards the Oquirrh Mountains. That's where it's getting slammed right now. But now, as we look at valley locations, if we're going to see snow accumulations for the valleys, it's mainly on the grassy surfaces. As we've already picked up, it looks like from Tooele, about 4 inches so far, and it will continue to fall. But we'll get maybe an inch or two from Salt Lake Valley into Utah County, and then through central and southern Utah, kind of in that range of 1 to 2 inches, where we are seeing some snow showers, kind of scattered snow from Scipio to Beaver at this hour, which that will be definitely an issue with some colder air moving through that region. There's the position of the front. We're seeing those showers near the front, which is focused in across southeastern Utah. But as I mentioned, that colder air, it is producing some snow along I-15. You definitely could encounter some roads with a little bit of slush, especially as you go over some of those higher passes as you make your move from Scipio over towards Beaver. And then here again, as we look in northern Utah, we are seeing some light snow near Spanish Fork, Woodland Hills, over through Spanish Fork Canyon, where we have some colder air in place. Now here, across the Salt Lake and Tooele valleys, you're seeing some green there. Air temperature, boy, sometimes it just takes a degree or two colder where you see that rain turning over into snow. But right now with the warmer air here through the Salt Lake Valley, it's really wet snow or mainly rain. But you go up in elevation just a little bit, it is turning over into snow. Now the computer model showing we'll keep the lake effect going here throughout the morning into the afternoon. We'll get a window of a break, but then it gets a resurgence here overnight as well. But by tomorrow, we'll start to see some improvements. We get a break from the storms, but our next storm will be lining up, which will have an impact across northern and central Utah Tuesday through Wednesday. But for today, it is colder. We're only in the 40s for afternoon highs. Some locations through central Utah only in the 30s. St. George, you're looking at mostly sunny skies with highs in the upper 50s. Then we're into the 60s with maybe some morning showers on Thursday, so it looks to be fairly dry. We just get hit with some brief showers again as we look late Wednesday into Thursday. Northern Utah, today it's a mixture of rain and snow. As we move later on in the day, it'll mainly be rain. We'll keep the snow going up in the mountains. Break on Monday. Tuesday, we start to see some clouds, showers on Wednesday into early Thursday morning. But look at those afternoon highs. Significantly cooler. We're letting go of the 60s and 70s. And at least for today, we're only in the 40s. So that's what it's looking like with your weather forecast. Of course, we want to see what's going on right now. Let's turn towards Dan Pope out live in the weather beast. He's over towards Tooele. You mentioned you're seeing some significant snow accumulations up there, down there.